Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Gino and I am coming to you from on location at Redford Park, which is in the Southern Highlands. And today I would like to show you this. This is the Fauré Zip 27 Pochette. It is in the dragon scale colorway to celebrate the year of the dragon. It is 20 by 28 centimeters by about 2 centimeters. The main body of this is a coated canvas, but it has a leather base and a leather red trim as well. The zipper pull is also leather, gold hardware. But of course, the main feature of this pochette is that it has this embroidered dragon head. This was released as part of the Year of Dragon capsule collection. At the time I had known about it, but I didn't pull the trigger until much later. So I'll get into the story of how I got my hands on this a bit later. Instead of the typical yellow accent, it's been replaced with this red. This is all embroidery. Not as three-dimensional as, say, what you'd find on a Dior book tote, but it definitely does have texture. Fauré has two kinds of pochettes. This style, where the zipper actually goes over the edge slightly, and another one where it's just straight across, but it has a D-ring on the side and a leather strap as well. This one has none of those features. It's just a straight, clean pochette. Excuse the lighting, it's quite cloudy out, but the sun comes out from time to time. The interior is a black basic lining, but it does have an interior patch pocket, which is in grained calfskin navy leather. I'll have to insert a photo here, but it does have Fauré gold foil embossing right there. And it's a pretty generous pocket too. Now the zipper itself is kind of tight, especially after I bring it over the edge here. I just need to jiggle it just a bit, just so I can continue zipping it across. And also this pochette is really padded out. Unlike the LV Pochette Voyages, where it's just a straight canvas with very thin interfacing, this one has some serious padding on the canvas. So it feels very durable, and there's no risk of it like sagging over time because it is really padded. And of course, if I don't want to be showing off the dragon head, I could just flip the pochette around and it just looks like any other. And this is what the pochette looks like when compared to other pouches. For comparison, here is my Express 21. Now they tout that the canvases are treated exactly the same on the website, but for some reason the canvas here feels a lot smoother, whereas this one feels a lot more rough. I don't know if they missed out on an extra layer of protection here. Interesting fact, the canvases are made in France, but the actual bag is constructed in Spain. Under this lighting, you can see that there is some wrinkling along here. I can forgive that because of the embroidered component right here. I can't imagine how much stress the canvas is going through to be able to hold all of this stitching together, which would probably explain why this is so heavily padded as well. Stitching detail is very clean. Absolutely love this. Also, now that I've been with this pouch for a couple of weeks, don't you think this looks just like Shenron? Now don't get me wrong, the Oriental Dragon motif is very beautiful, and there's only so many variations you can do with it, but still. And I forgot to mention, this is what the dust bag looks like. And for completeness, this is what the pouch looks like when I have all of my essentials inside. This was the only pochette in store available when I was at the store, so I didn't really have a choice. The only problem with this pochette is that the screen printing is not very clean here. It actually feels a bit rough in this area as well, which is probably why the screen printing wasn't fully done here. So I think it was an imperfection on the canvas itself. It is disappointing that there is this blemish on the canvas and it's so close to the embroidery, but at a distance you can't really see it. So I probably should explain why I bought this. One of the essays at the Sydney store just texted me out of the blue saying, hey, we have some new pieces in the store, do you want to come by and have a look? Oh, and by the way, we have a free gift with purchase. I heard gift with purchase, so I said yeah, sure. Naturally, I did a little bit of a shopping vlog while I was there, so let's cut to that. I did look at the phone pouch as well, because that was the only other piece that had the embroidery on it, but that pouch was really small, so it was a no-brainer to get this one. So in addition to this, I also picked up this. This is a candle. They don't sell these. I haven't unboxed this yet, but I'll do it now. Here. I think they simplified the emblem, because the original emblem was overly decorated, but I think they simplified it here. I don't know what the scent of this candle is. The SI didn't even tell me at the time, but it's definitely floral. I would say it's pretty similar to a diptyque candle in terms of heft and aroma. Apparently it's made in Australia. Interesting. So I mentioned that this candle is very similar to a diptyque, but let me compare it side by side. This one is a 190 grams and burns for about 60 hours. This one I would say is at least 200 grams. This one can actually fit inside here, so this one definitely has a larger volume. And as you can see, the rim of this candle is a lot thicker than diptyque. So this one's a lot more generous. They also threw in this coffee table book, or I don't know what you'd call this. In fact, I think it's a picture book, but it's designed in a way that half the pages are upside down, so I believe it's when you lay it on a table, the person sitting opposite you would see half of the pages in the correct order and you would see it the other way around. I think these are postcards that you're meant to tear out, but I'm not doing that. It's a pretty nice book of acronyms. They do sell these charms, these letter charms, but I don't own a bag that would use these charms separately. Maybe in the future, if I buy another Fauré Lepage bag. I didn't notice this until now. This side of the cover says, "What women want." This one says, "Make men mad." And I do really like the brand. I like so many brands, but my attention has been with LV, with Loewe, with Fendi. So Fauré Lepage has kind of taken a little bit of a back burner, but I do have a place in my heart for Fauré Lepage. So I'm currently at Redford Park because I am just so damn ridiculous that I have to find a more ambitious location to do a photo shoot with my latest purchases. It's really hard to find a Insta-worthy estate that you could do photos at. I wish it was a bit more sunny out here, but this was the only time I could really do it. This estate was built in 1887 and was remodeled in the 1960s. But in 2016, the estate was handed over to the National Trust and has been open to the public ever since. To the right is the actual house, which I believe they call a Portuguese pink color. Right in front of me, actually, so behind you, is the pet cemetery. I would have done the house tour, but I came just a little bit too late, so I missed out on that. But I'm mainly here for the park area. I'm going to continue exploring this place before I head off. If you made it this far to the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and also check out my Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.